thing I think that we talked about, it's so overwhelming for many people that it's hard to educate them.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is, all unite. You really have to all unite and agree that this is a problem and it's affecting everybody at this point. I'm now getting uncles. I'm getting fathers of daughters contacting me about the biases in the funding. They believe that their niece or there's another high profile case where the uncle just contacted me. So it affects men and women now. This federal funding, fatherhood initiative funding. So we all have to unite and look at the facts and do some statistics and do something quickly, because there's a lot of children out there that are in danger, and they're in these violent and abusive homes of fathers that had a history of abuse and violence that was ignored because of this federal funding. And then there's other situations where they specifically target certain husbands and wives where they feel that maybe they're high income and they can get a lot of money out of them. Like the Simone case, where he's an top-level executive at an international company, and she was a pediatric eye surgeon, and because the guardian ad litem, the divorce attorney, and the judge had allowed it to escalate so much and ignored police reports and child protective reports, so the kids were concerned about abuse. And it's not always abuse, but they identify them as high conflict. They've ignored the children's claims. They've ignored police reports. And yet what happens is, like Maya Simone, she ends up having to pay. They go to court and they blame her. And there's something called parental alienation syndrome. And there's parts of that where there are people that badmouth the other parent or say bad things, but they use it. The father's rights group say, "Oh, you use parental alienation syndrome. You might be the bad person against them." So in the Simone case, the mother has had to pay for the ex-husband's divorce costs and the guardian ad litem, and the children have actually been estranged from the father, which is different. And if there's reports of physical abuse, then the experts like Dr. Richard Warshak in his book Divorce Poison, he says if there is evidence of abuse, then it is not parental alienation syndrome. That basically is, and I've read this book several times, it basically says that parental alienation is when there's no other reason why a loving child would not love that person. So we use it against the loving parent. In this case, my belief, having read all the transcripts, I think is Maya Simone is taking care of her kids. The husband has lived many years overseas, only talks to them on Skype occasionally and comes to visit occasionally. And instead of Judge Gorsica and Carrie Middleditch, who's the attorney, and William Lansing, the GAL, they ended up in June throwing a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 13-year-old who had his birthday in juvenile detention. So this hurt children a lot.
Right.
Wow. And these children had this close bonding with their mother, and I'm sure they did their father when he was near. And, I don't know what went on behind closed doors, but either way, they obviously spent more time with their mother. She was the primary custodial parent, it sounds like. So then all of a sudden, you take these kids when they're going through a traumatic period in their life, all of a sudden you just take them away from that parent. It all has to do, again, with the funding. And until we're going to see this